It's been a couple days since I streamed, so apologies for that. Not like anybody is missing them, but I wanted to try to get one in today anyway. So let's continue with our story at Raccoon City Police Department. Forging ahead through the zombie-infested streets, Leon finally arrives at the Raccoon Police Department, but even here it is no longer safe. Looking for any signs of life, he begins his exploration of the station. Okay, so nothing new there. We're still exploring the station, and we have found a few signs of life and many signs of life after death. We have found an officer named Elliot who was eaten, half of him was eaten, the lower half, by a zombie. He perished. Then we found Marvin Brana, not sure how you say his last name, Brana, and he has been bitten in the stomach area. I believe he has been bitten, and he is bleeding profusely. So he probably won't make it either, but we'll see. So right now, the only one for sure alive is Leon S. Kennedy, a rookie police officer on his first day at the Raccoon City Police Department. Alright, so if you recall, we are in the save slash dark room where film can be developed, and we saw some film in the storage locker that we went through last time. If you can see, well, the gun that our character Leon is holding, we see it has a longer clip in it. That's the extended magazine that we put in last time. Alright, so we're going to walk out of this save slash dark room. We are going to walk out and go up the stairs that we saw earlier. Remember, we boarded up a window that a zombie was trying to get through at the bottom of the stairs. So we're going to head up the stairs and head to the second floor of the Raccoon City Police Department. So as we exit this dark slash save room, we whip out our flashlight again because we had the light on in the room, but now it's dark again. So we are going to head to those stairs. We're going to quick look down the hallway to our left where we came from, the west office and the storage room. There's nothing going on there, so that's good. And now we look to the window, and the zombie is still hitting some bloody hands onto the window, but not getting through because of our boards that are placed on that window. So we turn. Oh, and a zombie somehow came and grabbed us. We took our combat knife out and shoved it in the zombie's neck. Now it's face first on the ground. We shot it 2 times in the head, and now we can retrieve our combat knife from that zombie's neck. The zombie, I'm not sure where it came from, but it scared Leon and it scared the narrator. So we see, if we look at our combat knife, the white bar underneath it is partially depleted now. That means that the durability, sorry, my heart rate is trying to go down from that scary encounter. So yes, the durability has been depleted a bit on that combat knife, but well worth it to get that zombie off us. Oh, now it's moving some more, so we shoot it, we miss its head, we shoot it in the back once, and then the head once, and then we shoot it in the head 2 more times for good luck. Alright, let's make sure that we don't get snuck up on like that again. Good thing we had that knife, and now we still have the combat knife in order to deal with any zombies that grab us. So we head up the stairs. There's maybe about 12 stairs, and then we get to a little landing. We turn toward the right, and we go up about 8 more stairs. We see a lot of blood stains on the wall and floor, and in the corner of these stairs where the far wall hits another metal fire wall or grate well, it's not a grate, but just a metal curtain wall. No, no gaps in it. But anyway, we see a downed, long-haired police officer that is very bloody and pale. So we're gonna just say hello by a little headshot. Make sure this police officer stays dead. And they don't. It's a female police officer that slowly raises to her feet. Her neck is all bloody. We shoot her in the head once, twice, 3 times, and she falls backwards into the wall. And then we shoot 1, 2, 3 more times in the head. We have a lot of bullets, so we might as well. We see next to the body, to the left, the body that is twitching its left hand a bit. Before we do that, let's look to our right down the second floor hallway. We see a little floor buffer machine, some potted plant that has fallen over, a fern. Then we look up the store. We look up straight ahead, and there's a chandelier, a pretty ornate brass-looking chandelier with electric lights, but it's off. The only thing illuminating the space are some fluorescent lights, but we look up the stairs to looks like there's a few stairs up to another little landing, or kind of a longer landing up to the another set of stairs to the 3rd floor. But just looking up there, we don't see any zombies. So going back down to this landing, the 2nd floor, we'll slowly creep over to this female police officer or zombie that we killed again. And we'll pick up some more handgun bullets. So now we have 23. And let's head down the 2nd floor hallway and see. We look up quick up to the 3rd floor stairs just to see if any zombies are coming down, but they don't appear to be. So let's continue on the 2nd floor. We hit back that floor scrubber and down potted plant. We find ourselves looking at another custodial cart and a men's locker room door, but we're going to go past that real quick and go past that cart, and on the left is another potted plant, and past that another coffee machine with a styrofoam cup, and then next to that we see on the floor another red herb, so let's grab that. And we have a green herb in our inventory, so we're going to combine that. So now we have a mixed herb, green and red. And if you recall, that provides fully restored health. So pretty useful. So we walk a little bit further down and this hallway past the men's locker room, and there's another barricade preventing us from getting further down that hallway. So backtracking past the coffee machine on the right and the custodial cart on our left, we're going to go inside the men's locker room. So we open the door, we quick look around to see if there's any zombies. There are not. It's a typical locker room. We see about 8 blue lockers, metal lockers that we've seen throughout the game so far. Towards our left inside this locker, there appears to be steam escaping from a pipe that's blocking a doorway, so I doubt we'll be able to get through that. So we look up to the left of that steam blocked doorway, and there is a location on the pipe that we can interact with that looks like we need some kind of handle in order to interact with this pipe to stop the steam. So we'll have to come back once we get that handle. So let's look at some of these lockers. There's about there's 2 sets of 4 lockers, and on the lockers closest to the steam doorway, we see there's 2 lockers we can open. Oh, we open one, and a corpse of the custodian or janitor falls out onto us. We kick him off. That was pretty scary, or at least startling. So let's shoot this corpse in the head. See if it starts moving. And it's twitching. So let's shoot it one more. Okay, it appears to be all dead for good. Alright, we look inside the locker that that corpse fell out of, and Yes, Art Vandelay. That was startling. Startling indeed. Art Vandelay is watching, so welcome to them. And they put a emoji of a face kind of making a startled gesture. So I agree 100%. So that locker is full of blood that corpse was in. So let's go to the next locker. This one has a dialogue, 3 letters. We do not know the combination, so we'll have to come back for that. Hopefully we can find it on a memo or something. Um, Art Vandelay is asking if anything is in the locker room with kind of a sly face emoji. Um, well, Art Vandelay, let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. Let's see. We have no smoking sign, another potted plant. Let's go to the second set of lockers that's on the other side of the locker room. We open the first one and we quick put our weapon up just in case another corpse comes out. But all it is some shotgun shells. So that is useful. There's 3 of them uh, there. So let's take those. And then 2 lockers down, there's another locker. We pull up our gun. Nothing in there. Okay. They won't fool us again then. But next to those lockers is a memo. It's a portable safe instruction. Okay, let's see what that says. It says press a button to light up its corresponding lamp. Light them all to open the safe. The buttons must be pressed in a certain order. Pressing a single button out of order will cause all the lights to go out and you will need to start the sequence over again. Okay, well, we don't have. Oh, and then next to that memo, we see a towel rack, and on top of that, we find a portable safe. It appears to be what that memo was talking about. So let's take a look at this portable safe. We can examine it. It looks to be about the size of a deck of playing cards about. It is a small little safe. Maybe you would keep a key in or something. And it's metallic gray. It has 8 little lights or buttons on the front, and a circular sequential light wheel with RPD in the center of it with the badge icon. So it appears that we need to figure out the order of lights to the order of buttons to press to light up the corresponding lights on the light wheel to get the sequence figured out. So we're gonna quick try to figure that out. It's hard to think while talking, so I might just try to figure that out real quick. So we have the first 3 lights, and now we have, oops, okay. We have the first 3 lights, and now we have the 4 lights. We were 1 wrong there. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Nope. Okay. So now we have 3 lights. What was the 4th light? No, it wasn't that one. I forgot what the 4th one was. Oh, there it is. Okay. And no, it wasn't that one. Okay, let me think about this quick. Ah, all right, this isn't going too well, but we'll get it eventually. You know, I'm getting more content, at least not good content, but okay, that one, no, okay, what is that one? Oh, it's that right there. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, all right, we are getting there. We're getting there. We might just do this. All right, we got it. We got it. Oh wow, that was tough. Okay, now the wheel is flashing and now it goes all green, and we finally got it. All right. Art Vandelay has a handy suggestion. Leon should write this down. Yes, he should. I don't know why he didn't. He just struggled, and we had to watch. So, Leon, maybe work on your puzzles. All right, well, we find something in this portable locker. It is one of the spare parts, spare keys to that storage room keypad, I believe. So let's examine it real quick. Spare key, a keypad button for a terminal of some sort. There's nothing written on it. All right. So this could be used for 2 or 3 on the keypad that we saw earlier in the storage room. So we're going to head back out of the men's locker room and hang a left back towards the um, corpse of the female zombie that we shot earlier. So we're going to head up to the 3rd floor. So we head left and we head up another little flight of stairs. We get to a little landing and we turn right. Right next to us is the brass ornate chandelier that we saw earlier. And then we're going to take a right and we're going to head up stairs to the 3rd floor. Now we look down the little hall of the 3rd floor, and there's another metal locker at the end of it, but immediately in front of us there's a pallet of wrapped boxes, and then next to that a wooden desk, and then some more boxes next to that, and on the boxes to the right of the desk are some more handgun bullets. So now we have 31 handgun bullets. We have so many handgun bullets. So let's walk down towards the metal locker at the end of this hallway, and we look to our right before that locker, and there's a huge hole, maybe about a 7-foot high and 4 foot or 5 or 6 feet across circular hole that has been just obliterated from the wall. We see bricks sticking out, and it looks like something big went through that to get into a little room here on the 3rd floor. But let's turn back towards that locker. We go up to it, and it has another three letter combination, so we have to come back for that. So we go through this ominous hole in this wall. Something powerful made that, and we come to a little library or office. There's a bunch of books on shelves on one side, and there's a little desk with a radio and a figure of a woman. It looks like a model, almost mannequin-looking figure. And when we shine our flashlight on it, we can see the shadow on the wall, which is kind of cool. And on this desk, we see there's a key, and it looks to be a spade key. So if you recall, a blue spade key, where did we see that? Let's look on our map. Now we're on the 3rd floor, and we don't see much here because we haven't discovered much. So we can change floors using the up and down directional pad on the PS4 controller. So we go down to the 2nd floor, 1st floor, and we take a look at the main hall. And remember, we saw a spade door on the west side of the main hall by where Marvin's sitting, and where the goddess statue is towards the middle of the hall, and that enters into the west office. So it looks like that will just help make a shortcut from the west office to the main hall. So that will be useful. So going back to this room on the 3rd floor, next to that desk there is a I don't know, just another little bureau of drawers, and then a coffee pot, electric coffee pot on top of that. And then next to that is a whiteboard that's off its stand just on the ground, and more bookshelves on other sides of the wall, and a nice little globe on some boxes. Let's shoot it, see if it spins. Nope, it doesn't. It doesn't do much but leave a gunshot hole. Alright, we see a door. Let's try to get through this door. And to our immediate left from the door, there's another hastily made barricade. We can't get through that. So let's slowly walk down this dark, forbidding hallway, because it's kind of scary. We see a window with some moonlight streaming in, casting shadows down this hallway. But we're going to slowly make our way. Oh, wow. Okay. We just saw some sort of creature crawl 4-legged on the outside of the window and go past a kind of spider-like almost, or frog-like, and it went quickly past that window. So we were able to see that creature go by, and it's not one that we want to spend much time with. So hopefully we don't see that creature again, but I'm sure we will. Alright, so we get down to that window. Hopefully that creature is no longer out there. Wishful thinking. But we turn left and there's more hallway. So we slowly make our way down this hallway, past another window, or we see to our left as walking down this hallway, another wooden door. We open that up real quick. It appears to be a storage room of some sort, but we're going to go back out real quick, and there's some kind of almost looks like a pepper grinder sitting on the windowsill, but there's nothing we can get from that. But it's interesting though, because fans of Resident Evil might know that sometimes there's antique coins that are in things like that, which you can use to get power-ups, but that's not in this game apparently. So we head down this hallway that we saw the creature going past the window. So it looks like there's another barricade. This is past that storage room door. But we do see a note, and it says, "To any survivors." It's another icon of a square white note that has blood on the bottom right corner. Okay, so to any survivors, this is what it reads. "Consider this a gift for anyone still unfortunate enough to be alive. Keep your eyes peeled for those creepy fucks that look like they were skinned alive. Lickers, we call them. They're blind as bats, but their hearing more than makes up for that. So long as you don't run around like a total idiot, guns a-blazing, you should be able to slip right by them. Probably. Either way, make like my grandma and creep around as slow as possible around them. Yeah? Anyway, not that I want to go, but duty calls. That, and I've got a friend to avenge. David." Alright, David, sorry about your friend. Sounds like lickers are some creepy creatures that look like they were skinned alive. And earlier, when we saw that creature quickly crawl frog-like on the outside of the building, it did look like we could see muscles exposed. So that might be what they're talking about for these lickers, in parentheses, but that's a nickname that they call them. So they're blind as bats, and that is important to note because that's in green. So it sounds like we need to be very careful around those creatures, and as long as we are as slow as David's grandma and sneak around them, we should be okay. So good to know that we have a plan in place if we meet one of those creatures. Alright, let's go to this storage room looking area on the third floor. It has bookshelves, it has some paintings on the floor, it has a bunch of debris on the floor, just books and papers and wooden boards. It has some tarps over some items. So let's slowly make our way through this room. We're going to walk in rooms that we haven't explored yet, just in case there's any of those lickers around. But we do see on kind of a wooden desk that had a wooden shelving thing that has some blood on it and a tarp over a portion of it. We do see some gunpowder, so let's pick up the gunpowder. And our inventory slots are completely full, so we are going to need to come back and we'll probably go down to the storage save room eventually to drop off some things. But let's keep looking through this room. We see some wooden boards on the ground. We can't pick those up yet because we have no space. So we could probably drop our healing since we haven't needed it, but we'll just leave the boards there. And next to the boards on the ground is a picture of kind of a scary looking Victorian dressed lady, a portrait of her. Her eyes are bugging out. It's kind of scary. We're gonna shoot her right in the head there, just so I don't have to look at those eyes. And on some boxes above that portrait is some scary clown little porcelain doll that's looking at me funny. So I shoot it in the head, but nothing happens. It leaves no mark. So we can't. That is an invincible little clown doll. So let's keep looking through this room. We see some more shelves, some more debris, and then we see a zombie, and it was hanging from the ceiling. It kind of fell down a little bit, but it's still hanging from some ceiling tiles that have it's busted through them. It's got bloody hands, bloody mouth, blood all over it. So we're going to shoot it in the head, see what happens. We shoot it once, twice, thrice, and it falls down. And now we're going to shoot it once, twice, thrice on the ground. So it is deader than dead. It's deader than a zombie. So we see some blood stains on the floor. We're going to walk on the zombie's head a little bit just to make sure that it doesn't reanimate, and it does not. So we see a door to our left in the middle, kind of the middle of this room, on the wall though, and it's lit by a fluorescent light. So we can go through this. So we go through it, and look at what we have here. We have a pretty ornate room with a bunch of lights and kind of a big mural in the middle of a wall on the north side of this room, and it appears to be a I don't know, a toga wearing woman. Oh, maybe Lady Justice, because we see the scales of justice towards, and she's holding a sword. So that's interesting. It appears that this is a library. We see a bunch of library shelves on the floor beneath where we're at. That would be the second floor, I believe, since we're on the third floor.
Leon, it's Marvin. I need you back here ASAP.
Are you okay, Marvin?
I've got something to show you. It's important.
Copy that. I'll be right there.
Okay, Marvin has something to show us. Art Vandalay says it almost looks like she has an electric guitar in her lap. Well, it did from our earlier vantage, but yeah, we can tell now it's a sword. But yeah, that would be pretty neat if she would have had a guitar, doing some riffs, playing some Clone Hero while she's chilling in the library. That would be fun. Oh wow, okay, looking down on the second floor in between some shelves, we see a zombie just going to town on a corpse, really just eating it. And it's an unfortunate placement where it's eating the posterior section of this downed zombie. Some would call it a derriere, and it appears like this zombie is just taking bite after bite on the corpse's rear. So I think that is deviant behavior. So I'm gonna shoot that zombie in the head multiple times to show that I don't approve of such behavior. I shot it about 6 times in the head, and it still got up. So I'm gonna shoot it again, and it falls back to its knees, and I'm gonna shoot it again and again and again. Okay, that zombie will not be eating corpses' buttocks anytime soon. So good. All right, so we walk next to this Lady Liberty or Lady Justice type of mural, and there we come up to a broken section of this catwalk that we're on, and it appears we can't go any further. There's one bookshelf available to step on, but it won't allow us to step on that. So it looks like we're going to have to move some of these shelves on the second floor in order to make a walkway past this break in this catwalk to get to the other side of the library from that direction. But we can keep walking on the catwalk on the middle. It goes straight through the middle of this library, and to our right and left we can see down to the second floor, the main section of the library. There's a corpse to our right on the second floor, some tables, wooden tables, maybe reading tables with reading lamps on them. Typical library. The library has some more ornate brass lit chandeliers, like we saw the unlit one in the stairwell earlier. We see shelves on this third floor as well. But we're gonna go back quick to this storage room that we were in before we. Let's look at that. We weren't able to quite see everything that was happening in that room. So we see more storage. We see more debris. We see a bunch of blood on the wall. We see a little bookshelf that has more handgun bullets. So we should grab those since we used a lot of ammo on that one zombie. We should probably be a little more careful with our ammo. We have 18 bullets in reserve. So let's keep looking at the storage room. Um, in front of us, we see taped to a boarded up wall. It looks to be C4. So there's some C4 tape with yellow interactable uh, tape that denotes kind of an interactable object. So there's C4, but we do not have what we need to activate that C4. It looks like we might be able to use that C4 to blow the wooden boards away so we can get inside this little um, room that's at the back of this storage room, and there appear to be 3 corpses that we can see, potential zombies in that room, so might not be great to blow open that room, but we'll probably need to try because we see that, oh, we see in that room is the statue of the woman that we saw in the notebook that has the medallion in her midsection. She's not holding the jar that she was in the notebook picture. She was holding a jar on her shoulder with her right hand, but there's an empty spot where that jar would be, so maybe it broke, or maybe it's on the ground. Oh, we see another corpse, so that makes 4 corpses near that statue in that room. So it looks like we're going to need to get something for that C4 so we can blow open that wall so we can get to that medallion, because if you recall, we need those 3 medallions to open up the subterranean level beneath the goddess statue in the main hall. But let's do first things first. Let's keep looking at the storage room. We see on a little a little, what is that called? I don't know. We just see a note and an RPD um, little fanny pack. So let's pick up the RPD hip pouch, that's what it's called. And that gives us 2 more inventory slots. So it's a small belted pouch, good for carrying more items. So nice. So we can pick up 2 more things, maybe that wooden board that we saw earlier in the room, and then the note, some guy's scribblings. That's what this one says. Let's see what some guy is scribbling. So this is some guy and his scribbling. Damn those corporate assholes. They cut me off after all I've done for them. But if that's how it's gonna be, so be it. I'm gonna have a little fun of my own as the world goes to shit. I boarded all those filthy pigs up in a steel pen and set some C4. All I gotta do now is detonate it, and it's sayonara, suckers. But it's no fun if it's over too soon, so maybe I'll give that one raving loon something to really squeal about. Yeah, maybe I'll give him a little toy and tell him, kill the guy next to you and I'll spare the others. I wonder what he'll do. You yell about justice and pride, but how many times did you go against me, your own superior? Yeah, you're such a good cop. So good you had to die. Man, is this fun. I need some music for this. Oh wow. Well, some guy and his scribbling. This guy sounds a bit psychotic. Yeah. Superior officer of some sort that locked some people into that metal little area near the medallion statue that we saw, and gave them some sort of weapon and told them to pretty much kill the other people for this superior officer, or um, yeah, their entertainment person that wrote this note. So yeah, that's pretty sick. We see in the note detonate is in green, so that denotes that we need something to detonate that C4. Wow. All right. Some people, they take the opportunity of the world going to shit, and they have a little fun at other humans' expense. Oh wow. So the one, two, three, four, five, six. We see six corpses in that area that this crazy person. Oh, seven actually. Locked seven of these people in this metal area. I hope we don't run into that superior because they have a few screws loose. So let's go back to that wooden board that we saw on the ground. We can never have too many wooden boards. So let's grab that, put that in one of the new inventory slots that we got from that hip pouch, and let's head back into the library. So heading back into the library, we slowly make our way down the middle catwalk that runs through the middle of the library that's on the floor beneath us. And we head to the other side. This would be the side closest to the middle of the RPD on the third floor. And we're going to turn left once we get to that uh, west side of the library. And we see a door that we need to get to. So we're going to walk and go to that door, and we fell through the door, or fell through the floor. So we fell through the floor, the boards broke, and now we're on the second floor, and there are two zombies that we can see just kind of rocking back and forth in different parts of one's uh, near a ladder going back up to the third floor. Looks to be a female zombie. It doesn't look like we broke anything. We're standing just normally after falling a floor onto the second floor. So it looks like we're going to have to move these bookshelves on the second floor of the library in order to get to that doorway, since now there's a hole that's impassable on the third floor to get to that door on the third floor. Alright, so maybe we should shoot some zombies, but they're not doing anything to us, so we should probably conserve ammo. We should conserve ammo and the animals as well. I believe in conservation, but we'll conserve ammo for the purpose of this game and try to figure out how we are going to get across that section in the third floor below the Lady Justice mural to get to that door on the third floor. So we see a bookshelf that has a brass handle on the end of it, and it appears like there's a metal track on the floor. So and some wheels or grooves. It appears that these bookshelves are movable. So we move one of them back and forth to just get the hang of moving it. We put it back to its original position, and to the left of that bookshelf we kind of go in directly underneath the third floor section. There's boards on the ground from that cave-in of the third floor. So we keep going past that, and it appears there's a jack of almost like a car jack that is missing its handle, so we can't jack up or we can't there is a bookshelf that is raised up by that jack, so it appears we need to find a handle to get that bookshelf down so it will rest on the rails so that we can move it in order to create a walkway to get past the third floor gap. So we're going to actually shoot the female zombie who's facing the wall towards this ladder, so we can use that ladder if we want. So we shoot her in the back of the head once, twice, and she falls forward on her knees and then onto her stomach. We're going to shoot her in the head once, twice on the ground. She's not moving, so hopefully she does not reanimate. And now we're walking past that earlier zombie, big fat zombie that's coming towards us.
Shit!
So we shoot him twice and he falls back, and then we shoot him once on the ground and
Son
he
of a bitch.
is now getting up again. So he slowly gets up, we let him get to his feet, and we shoot him in the head twice again, and he falls backwards. Alright, we're pretty good shot because we have aim assist on, but we're going to just pretend like Leon is a capable shot because he should be. Okay, so we have two more movable shells. We have four total. The middle, oh wow, this fat zombie is crawling around now on his stomach. We shot him so many times and he's still somehow alive. That is tenacious zombie. So he's crawling towards us. We shoot him in the head one more time. He makes one last grab, flail on the ground, and hopefully is down for good now. Okay, as I was saying, we have four bookshelves. One is on the jack. That one is in the middle. And then we have one off to the right that we already moved back and forth. And now we have two near the ladder on the east side. So let's try moving these two near the ladder towards the one in the middle on the jack. So we move one and we look in between it and the other one that we haven't moved, and we find some more handgun ammo. So we found about 14 more handgun bullets, so that's good. Now let's move the movable shelf that is nearest the ladder, and so now we have access to a ladder. We start climbing up it automatically when we get close to it, but now we go back down. We're still on the second floor in the library. Let's take a look more around this second floor. So we head into the other section. This would have been the right section when we were looking down from the middle catwalk towards the south side of the library. We see all those wooden reading desks with green reading lamps, and we see two police officer corpses on the ground that will most likely become zombies. So we're going to avoid walking towards them for now, and we see a door that has a spade key on it, and we do have a spade key, a fancy looking key. So let's examine that key real quick, and it says a spade shaped key. Yes, oh, that's a pretty cool key. On the end of the key, it has a metal kind of metal worked spade that has almost it looks to be glass, little glass inlaid bluish turquoise glass on it, forming a nice ornate looking key. So let's use that in this door. So we have unlocked the library door. Let's head out it quick to see what we have. Oh, it opens up to the main hall. So we see immediately below us, past a balcony, we see Marvin still sitting at his desk, or no, not at his desk, at the couch near the laptop, near the goddess statue, and holding his side, breathing heavily. He's still not having a very good time. And to our right, we see a little hallway. So all of this level that we're on goes around the main hall, and we can see the main hall. It's just a banister that runs along it. So let's head down this little raised area. Now we're over the entrance mosaic of the RPD, where when we first came into the RPD from the street. So we see some more handgun bullets on a couch that's down this direction. Nothing else, it doesn't look like. So let's head back. We're running back to let's go down to Marvin. He said he had something that he wanted to show us or tell us. So we're heading north. The goddess statue is directly on our right, and we come down to we're now on up the stairs that we saw earlier, much earlier when we were in the main hall. There were two sets of stairs that led up to this third level, but we hadn't gone up them. But now we see directly behind the goddess statue on this third level, we see a statue of a brass or metal lion with the shield and the medallion in the shield and the three icon puzzle. So we can potentially get a medallion here. So that's exciting. So let's actually go to that officer notebook that we got a long time ago. If you remember, it had those icons um, on the notebook underneath the lion. So we see it looks like a side portrait of a lion's head is the first icon. An herb is the second icon, and a flying falcon type bird is the third icon. So we can actually solve this puzzle and get the medallion. So we go on our three. It's kind of like a slot machine looking thing where you have the icons that spin uh, in a circular motion. So we kind of have to line up the three sevens or three jackpots to get our jackpot, which is the medallion. So we see um, different icons such as the, um, the the pot that's pouring out water, and then a bird. This one is the, kind of a what bird would you say that is, Art Vandelay? Is that some kind of sparrow or starling, or it's a side profile of some kind of bird. It doesn't really matter, but we'll see if Art Vandelay knows. But then we have our side portrait of the lion, and then our mirrored fish. Uh, okay, Art Vandelay says those sound good. So yeah, it's either a sparrow, a falcon, a starling. It's something small. So we'll go with um, a yellow-tailed oriole from Michigan. Yeah. All right. So we'll be super specific. Okay, and then we see a little harp icon as well, the side profile of a long-haired Greek woman, maybe, and back to the pot. So we go with the lion profile, which was the first one. We go to the second one, which was the herb, I believe, and the third one was this kind of phoenix looking icon. So that should be it. Let's see if it is. It is. Okay, now we see the medallion open up from the shield, and we can grab it. It's the lion medallion. It's a brass looking medallion about the size of a small plate, maybe a side plate. And there is a nice metalworked lion's head roaring side profile, and some ornate kind of scroll work type of decoration on the side of it. So uh, its description is a large ornamental medallion adorned with a relief of a ferocious lion. Yes, indeed. All right, so we have one of three medallions. That's a key item that we need in order to progress in our story. So we're looking at it a little closer. It has some cool details. Oh, and it has kind of that raised edging that coins have, where you can kind of feel grip it and feel it on the side. And then on the back of it, there appears to be uh, a woman that is in a dress, and she is comforting a smaller girl, maybe, that's wearing a dress, and hugging this woman. They're both kind of kneeling. I'm not sure. Oh, Art Vandelay, thank you. The raised edge thing is called reading. All right, good to know. Chat is helping out, and yes, I don't know the words of many things, so chat, if you ever have a better description of what I'm seeing, don't hesitate to chime in, because that is helpful just to paint a better picture. So yeah, this kind of relief of a woman and maybe her daughter, and she's clutching her daughter, and there's a ring of stars around that, so I'm not really sure what that signifies, but that's interesting. Okay, let's head down to Marvin and see what he found and discovered on the laptop that he was looking at, or maybe just figured out while he was in immense pain thinking down there on the couch. Alright, so heading back to the main hall. We're going back to Marvin. It's probably going to have a cutscene, so I'll try to describe it as best I can. Alright, cutscene time. Marvin's on his computer, typing
There
away with
you
his
are.
bloody hands.
Come here. Take a look.
Has something he wanted to look at. He's pulling up
Yes! I knew she'd
camera.
make it.
It's Claire.
You know her?
Yeah. Name's Claire. I came into town with her.
She's standing outside the
You can
RPD
get to that courtyard. Through the second floor.
courtyard, apparently.
East side.
Marvin points to the east,
I'm on it.
second level.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Marvin's looking pretty pale, pretty ashen. He's probably not going to last too much longer. It looks like the blood has seeped further into over his shirt. There's a larger section of his side that's bloody. His arm and hand are glistening with blood. It's not looking good for Marvin, but he's still helping us out. He's got the security camera footage of Claire just standing outside of the fencing in the courtyard, just chilling there. I guess she's just gonna keep standing there until we get there. So hopefully no zombies sneak up behind her. Alright, let's put this medallion into the indentation. There's 3 of them beneath the goddess statue. So we are going to free up an inventory slot and put that in there. So it was the... oh, wow. Okay, so it was the right...
Right.
Yeah, but the passage isn't open yet.
Okay, Elliot, if you recall, was that police officer we got the notebook from that had his lower half ripped off and died in the watchman's office on the east side of the RPD. So we put the medallion in. It was the 3rd slot of 3. And beneath the goddess statue, there was a section that kind of lowered, and now we can see bars running along this semicircular section, and we can kind of see through it, and there looks to be some sort of iron ornate worked door that's beneath the statue. So once we get those 3 medallions, hopefully we can get down to that door and figure out what's going on underneath there. Alright, so before we explore more, let's go save. Remember we had the saving spot with that old typewriter towards the front of the RPD when we immediately came into the RPD. So we passed some more makeshift hospital cots and dividers, privacy dividers, more bloody footprints on the ground, this kind of tiled ornate marbled floor, since this RPD used to be a museum. So we can really tell that more looking around. We see a lot of marbled surfaces, a lot of pillars, some ornate architecture directly above the entrance or exit of the RPD. There's a little clock and a kind of a fancy latticed window that you might see at Grand Central Station or something like that. So all right, going down to the reception desk, we see the saving typewriter and also the inventory box. So putting something into this inventory box, we can access it in the save rooms and whenever we need that. So let's drop some things off here. Let's drop off the shotgun shells, 3 of them, because we do not have a shotgun, and we need to get some sort of key card to get into the shotgun locker, I guess, that's in the storage room, and we don't have that key card yet. So let's store that, and let's store some gunpowder. Since we have 31 handgun bullets, we should be good on gunpowder. We're going to keep the boards just in case we come up to a window that needs some board. We're going to keep the spare key. Should we keep the spare key? We could go back that way. No, let's store the spare key, and the spade key, let's keep that, and let's go open that door that's on the west side of the RPD main hall, that goes into that west office. So let's make our way to that, um, heading back towards the middle of the hall. So now we have that shortcut. So let's open that up. So now we can get into the west office again. Let's go in there quick to see if anything's changed. We whip out our flashlight. We can see down to all the desks and the Welcome Leon sign up above those desks, and the corpse of the zombie that we shot earlier. And there's that our desk that we opened up in pristine condition. And we got something there. I forget what we got, but now we have that shortcut, so that will make it easier. Oh, we could actually go to the storage locker and put that key in. But let's quick go back to this this reception desk. Let's quick save, because we don't know what we're going to run into when we go back to that storage locker. So let's save quick, and then let's head through the west office and see what we can get from that storage locker room. Alright, so we head back to the spade room door. We're running now because we feel pretty confident. We go into the west office. We walk down those bloody stairs that lead to the west office proper. We quick step on the corpse of the zombie that we shot earlier just to make sure it doesn't reanimate. It does not. So we head past the Welcome Leon sign up above us and the desk to our left, and we're going to walk out the west office door and immediately cross the hallway to the storage room. So I'm going to go slowly, just in case we run into one of those lickers that we were told about earlier. So let's look on the ground real quick. We see blood on the ground. We see the corpse of the left arm missing zombie that we shot up much earlier in the game. But we don't see much else. So hopefully that means nothing will jump out at us. So let's slowly walk across to that metal, it's safety deposit room. So not storage locker, safety deposit room. So let's slowly open that metal heavy duty door, and now we're in that safety deposit room that has all the electronic locked lockers that have different items. So we have the spare key that we can put in the number 2 or number 3 key slot on this 9 numbered 0 to 9 number keypad. But let's take a look at these lockers again to see what we need immediately, because we can't put both the 2 and 3. We only have one key. So 102 has gunpowder, 103 a combat knife. Let's look at our combat knife. Our combat knife still has quite a good durability, so we don't really need that too badly. 106 has that film that we could develop. So we don't need a key for that. That's 106. So let's type that in real quick. 106, enter. Green light flashes. We see the locker. Its red light turns to green, denoting that it is open. So we head back to the locker and we open it up and we grab the film. So it's a roll of film, undeveloped roll of film. So let's take a closer look at that real quick, examine it and see what it might be. Okay, it has on it a piece of tape and written on pen a label that says commemorative. Okay, that's a long word, commemorative. Good Scrabble word there. Wow. All right, so it looks to be just a common roll of film. I don't know how many people actually have seen those these days, because I doubt many people besides those that work with photography would really ever come across one. All right, so we have that now. Oh, 109 has some more handgun bullets. We can type that in as well. I probably should have done this the first time I came in here, but I wasn't really thinking. So 109, green light, green light. Let's get that handgun ammo. We grab the handgun ammo. If we can open this locker. Okay, it wasn't letting us interact with it. We had to kind of move around. We look longingly at the shotgun that's in the metal and glass, probably bulletproof glass, but let's check. Yes, it's bulletproof bulletproof glass. That would have saved us some trouble, but we can't get to the nice black pump-act shotgun with the shotgun shells because we other side of these electronic lockers to see what we can put. Okay, 208 will be some shotgun shells. We don't have a shotgun, so we don't really need that yet. And then we have 203, which is a hip pouch. We definitely could use that, but we need 2 and 3. Oh darn, we don't have that. Okay, so maybe we should just grab the shotgun shells so we have them. Um, 208. Yeah, might as well. So let's put um actually no, we can't. Uh we could use probably more handgun ammo before anything. So let's grab another thing of gunpowder because we just stored one in our inventory. So let's put two. Let's put a two in. Oh, so we need to. What do we need to do? We need to. Oh, we go to our. Oh, we don't have it. Oh, we must have. Did we put that in our inventory? Oh wow, I think we put it in our inventory. Okay, that's a goof. Whatever, that's fine. We'll come back. Let's go out of this safety deposit room. Let's slowly make our way down to that film dark room, past the bloody wall, down the long hallway that has the zombies still banging away at the boarded up window. Let's slowly walk because we never know what's gonna come around, and we see the zombie. Art Vandelay says playing commemorative in Scrabble would be insane. I think it would require 3 turns to fully place. First memo, then expanded into uh, Meomorati. Meon. Oh, sorry, I couldn't read it on for some reason on the PlayStation 4 uh, side there. It doesn't have it all. Okay, yeah. Then expanded into Memorate in an international game, then to commemorative. Oh, interesting. Memorative. Memorative. What is that? Memorative. That's an interesting word. Yeah, interesting art handling. Yeah, I feel like playing some Scrabble. Be nice to play sometime. All right, we see the re-dead, I guess. The for sure dead, hopefully. Well, we shoot it in the head one more time to make sure. That was a zombie earlier that we stuck our combat knife in its um, neck because it had grabbed us and we hadn't realized that. So, oh, Art Vandelay says memorative has no definition listed, but it is in the International Scrabble Dictionary. Interesting, interesting. Okay. I feel like I remember hearing that a English-speaking man won the French uh, Scrabble Championship. He did not speak a lick of French, but he just memorized the whole French dictionary. So that's interesting. I guess you wouldn't really need to speak the language to memorize words. Just have a very good memory and be able to place letters correctly for that. All right, we see the stairs again that lead up to the second. Art Vandelay says that was a New Zealand guy. Is also the Spanish champion. How interesting. Yeah, so a New Zealand guy that speaks English and has a very good memory. Very interesting indeed. Okay, so let's head into this dark room. If we recall, the dark room also has a save typewriter and a storage box. So let's grab that spare key from the box before we forget about it, and the gunpowder, so we can grab the gunpowder and create more handgun ammo from it. So we grab both the gunpowder and spare key from the inventory box. We go into the dark room. Oh, there's a red herb. I thought we had grabbed that, but we must not have. So let's grab the red herb as well that's sitting on the desk of this film developing room. We see some old camera equipment, some equipment I'm not familiar with. It looks to be some sort of um, gas canister looking thing, or some contraption that points to a square piece of that holds maybe the film. I don't know. I am not familiar with film equipment, but that if anybody in the chat is and knows what this interesting contraption, almost looks like a chemistry equipment, what that is, feel free to let me know. But let's head to this film developing sink. We see a red light. If you know about film, you know that red light is good. Art Vandelay thinks that it's just a camera for copying pictures. Oh, okay, so a camera that, oh yeah, I can see that. We see some lenses pointing directly down that would be a plain background and well placed for copying pictures. All right, thank you, Art Vandelay. So we go to the film developing sync. We see some pictures that have already been partially developed in there. It looks like a older woman and a side profile of a fire truck. I'm not sure who was taking pictures of that and why, but let's go to our film that is marked commemorative, and let's use it. Let's use it. All right. So we have developed our film, and it appears to be another statue of a kingly-looking gentleman. He's wearing a crown with multiple kind of cross points to it. It's like a statue of all white marble looking. And this king is holding in his right arm a scepter of some kind, gold or brass, and it has a nice ruby looking stone that is in the top of this little scepter. And then he is holding in his left arm, kind of grasped to his body, a kind of ornate covered book. So that is very interesting. Let's see what we might need for that later on. We have not seen that statue yet, so who knows what will happen with that. So let's head back to the safety deposit room with the lockers in it, electronic lockers, and let's put that spare key in the 2 slot, and let's get the gunpowder and combine it with the gunpowder in our inventory, and get some more handgun bullets. So we're back in the safety deposit room. We're able to click on our spare key in our inventory and use it, and it hovers over the 2 slot or the 3 slot, and we can move it back and forth. So let's go on the 2 slot. Okay, it is a blank key, but it's now allowing us to press the 2 key. I'm not sure why we couldn't have just pressed it with our finger, but we need to have something to work towards and feel accomplished. So we type in 102, the green light blinks, and we have unlocked the gunpowder. So let's go grab the gunpowder, and we combine it with our gunpowder, and that made 25 handgun bullets. Wow, very nice. So going into our inventory, we combine those handgun bullets to our previous handgun bullets. Now we have 60 in one inventory slot and 5 in another. So it looks like we can only have 60 in one inventory slot, and then we need to store them in another slot. So when we go out at that metal safety deposit door, we're going to look on our map real quick to make sure we know what we're going to do. So the safety deposit room is still red, meaning that we still need to search it because we have those multiple lockers and the weapons case for the shotgun and the items that we haven't gotten yet. It appears that we might be able to go to the records room. No, we need a club door, but there appears to be another door that we might be able to access if we go. Nope, we need to get through there's a a room with two locked doors from the operation room. So we can't get through those yet. Let's go back through the west office and go back to the main hall, and let's save again at the main hall typewriter, and then we can go up in the second floor and on the west side or east side, and we can discover what's going on there. So now we're heading back to the west office. We're gonna go at a jog run. We go past that downed police officer zombie, go up the wooden stairs that are covered in blood, and we head back through the spade room door. We look at Marvin still hyperventilating in pain on his couch near the laptop. He's still alive at this point. I don't know for long though, but we'll find out. So we head back to that nice wooden reception desk, and we save again real quick, and we overwrite our save data. Alright, so let's head up the stairs on the right side of the goddess statue. We came from the stairs on the left side of it. There's two sets of stairs, or there's two stairs that head up to the lion statue on the second floor that we got the medallion on. Alright, so we're running up the stairs on the right side of the goddess statue, and we head up to the second floor, and now going to the east side, there's another kind of corridor that runs along the main hall on the second floor with a banister looking over on the main hall. So we go past some couches, and we discover that there is a door that we can go through, but we go past that real quick just to look for any items. There's a bust of some kind of Roman looking emperor guy maybe, or some dignitary, dignified looking gentleman, but nothing here for items. But let's head in this door towards the east to see what's going on. Make sure there's no zombies in here. And there's no zombies, but it appears that it's some sort of waiting room. It has a little reception desk that kind of like a fourth of a circle, or whatever you call that, just kind of a curving little desk that has a Pixar looking lamp and an old computer, and there's a couple very slowly moving ceiling fans spinning around on the ceiling. There's vending machines. We see a green herb, so let's pick that up. Yeah, we don't have a whole amount of inventory space, and we already have a red and green mixed herb in our inventory. So let's save that green herb and keep it on this little circular table with an ashtray, and let's keep it on there for now. We can always grab that later. So let's go around this desk to make sure there's not anything here. Oh, we actually see another floor safe, a big metal green floor safe. We don't have any combinations yet, I don't believe, so we're not gonna do that yet. Oh, we have some interesting pictures behind this reception desk. We have kind of a peasant woman of some sort, maybe. Kind of the upper body of that woman looking in distress or in deep contemplation off to the side. If anybody recognized that picture, maybe it's a Rembrandt, let me know. But we also see a picture of a overweight man with a vest and tie, kind of grinning. Yeah, the guy looks kind of off. Something's off about that guy. Wonder if we'll see him again. Alright, let's go through the another spade door. So I'm glad we kept our spade key. So this is going out the east side of this reception office area. So let's open this up with our spade key and see what we can find. Alright, we enter a dark hallway. We take out our flashlight. It goes in, north and south. South turns to the left real quick, but let's head north because we see some more wooden boards and we see a nice little potted plant that almost looks like an imitation palm tree. But before we head to the end of that hallway, we see an art room sign on a wooden door to our right. So let's slowly head into there. Oh, we see the king marble statue that we saw from the picture. It is holding its scepter with the ruby, but it is missing its left hand that was holding the book. It's missing the book as well. But we do see some storage and a lit up green reading lamp that has what looks to be a card on its little table. But we also see on a folding chair a Raccoon magazine, and it's an art article entitled The Red Stone, and the red stone is in quotations. So this is what Raccoon magazine has to say about the red stone. The ruby that captivated Edward the Black Prince, the pearl that the Queen of the Nile milked dry, the diamond that led a queen to the guillotine. There is no end to the number of tales related to the appeal of jewels. This mysterious red stone is simply the latest to sparkle among them. Like those other jewels, this one's origin is unknown. It's said that it once adorned a noblewoman's jeweled box and was even dedicated to a wise king. This fall, this stone that's long been shrouded in legend will be on display during auction. There are sure to be many eager enthusiasts there. But, dear reader, one would do well to approach with care, for devilry lies in beauty's shadow. This jewel has turned caring nobles who love their subjects into despots more terrible than Caligula, and we have the tales to prove it. Seriously, it's precisely because these jewels are bathed in blood that their luster stirs something in the hearts of people everywhere. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Raccoon magazine with some elegant speech and writing. Caligula, if people recall, Caligula was a Roman emperor, I believe. Inbred maybe, or at least missing a few screws, or those screws loose, that did some debauchery and some crazy persecution of their subjects and general craziness. I believe that's who Caligula was, but that's a pretty good line. One would do well to approach with care, for devilry lies in beauty's shadow. All right, that's fire. All right, that's the red stone that I think that we see in the scepter that the marble king is holding. But first, I think we see a weapons locker key card. Oh my, we're going to get the shotgun. That was on the desk underneath the reading lamp. So let's grab that. It's a plastic card. Let's quick look at it, make sure there's nothing more to examine. It's a weapons locker key card. Nice. It's just kind of a plastic key card that tells us not to put it next to magnetic stuff, probably. All right, Art Vandalay says POG, which, if you're not familiar with that definition, play of the game. So yes, this will come in handy for sure. That shotgun will be very nice. So let's walk to this statue of a king holding a scepter and see if we can do anything with that. It looks like, oh, we see its hand actually on a table next to it. So let's pick that up. It's the statue's left arm. It's made out of what? Oh, plaster. So this isn't marble, it's a plaster statue. That's a bit underwhelming, I guess, but that's okay. So it's a left arm made of plaster. It looks like it's supposed to be holding something. We know from the picture we developed earlier, it's supposed to be holding a book. So let's see if we can combine this with this, or let's see if we can use it actually on the statue. So we put it on the king statue, and now it has its left arm. It's just missing its book. So now let's see, can we do anything with the stone? No, we cannot. Okay, so maybe once we put that book in, maybe we can access that red jewel. All right, So let's go in our inventory real quick because as we can see with our spade key icon, there is a black box on the bottom right of the inventory box square with a red check mark in that box. So that denotes that we no longer need this key. So it's just taking up space in our inventory, so we discard it. It says discarded items cannot be recovered. Do we really want to discard it? Yes, we do. We don't need that key anymore. Apparently there are only a couple doors that we needed to open with it, and we opened them. Alright, so let's head out. Uh, let's see, should we grab these boards that were at the end of this hall? Yeah, let's grab them. So we grab the boards and we can combine them with the other boards in our inventory slot. So that's nice. That doesn't take up another inventory slot. So past these boards, there's a little offshoot to this hall. It kind of snakes back and forth a little bit, and we see another metal fire curtain or something like that. And there is actually a slot where we can insert a handle to open up this curtain manually. So it looks like we're going to have to find this kind of S-shaped uh, handle to put in a crank of some sort to put in that to open up that area. So heading back, art room on our left. Let's actually, should we go get the shotgun or should we let's keep exploring real quick. Let's keep looking. Now we go past the waiting room on our right and we head down this hallway and take a left and we see an exit door at the end of the hallway. Oh wow, we just saw a bright light past that door with the glass and something that has crashed into the RPD. We saw a bunch of dust fly up. And Art Vandelay has said Monka with a large S, Monkas. Art Vandelay, could you enlighten us what that means? Like bananas? For monkeys? Monkas? We'll wait on that. But it appears like something has crashed into the RPD. A bunch of dust flew up in the hallway, down the hallway near the exit sign that we're walking towards. We can see moonlight coming through that. Let's see. We take a left at that exit door and we go towards the crash. So we see some smoke in the hallway and we turn right to see, oh my, a helicopter has crashed into the RPD. Appears like the pilot is dead and slumped over at their seat. There is some sparks of electricity from the helicopter or the wall. Smoke is coming off of there's no fire yet, but it might explode. That's what happens in movies, so we should probably not stand too close to it. If you recall, we heard on the radio from the dead police officer that we met in the west hallway that a bird was flying to Raccoon City, a bird being a helicopter. So hopefully this wasn't that one, because there goes our rescue, but it probably was, given the state of affairs. Not much we can do. We can't get past that helicopter. It's blocking the whole hallway. It has a big hole in the RPD now, leading to the outside. But let's actually head out this exit door that we saw earlier. There's another green herb, but we don't really need it on a windowsill next to this exit door. But let's go out this door. So now we're outside the RPD. It appears to still be raining heavily. Our character Leon is getting pretty wet. It's pretty cool because the game has shown that by making his hair and clothing quite damp looking, reflective and smooth. We see the tail of previously seen helicopters sticking out of the RPD, and we see the large gaping hole where the rest of the helicopter is inside the RPD. So we have some stairs. Oh, now we see a little cutscene of the helicopter and the dead pilot. Leon looks down.
Claire!
There's Claire.
Hold on! I'll be right there!
She's on the other side of some fencing with barbed wire on top. Oh no, the helicopter has sparked and caught on fire, and the pilot,
Claire.
if they weren't dead, they are now, because they're on
It's
fire.
so nice to see you.
How are you doing? That helicopter just came out
Yeah.
of nowhere.
Alright, Leon and Claire.
I'm guessing
Hitting
you
it
don't
off.
have a key in one of those fancy pockets?
Unfortunately, no.
They're on opposite sides
But
of a
how
locked
are you
fence and door.
You know, just surviving.
That's good.
Yeah.
Any luck with your brother?
No, not yet.
Some chemistry
Don't lose
is
hope.
shown on the faces
I'm sure we're gonna find him.
of the characters. Oh wow, that was the helicopter. And
Damn
now
it.
it's a fiery mess.
You know what that means?
Yeah. Dinner time.
Zombies start to get up behind Claire.
Claire, I think you should go.
Don't worry about me, Leon. You take care of yourself.
Zombies start pressing
You
against
need to go. Now!
the outer RPD
Hey,
gate.
let's get through this. Both of us.
Claire looks back before she leaves. Leon shakes his head in agreement.
Marvin,
We are going to get through
I've got a situation here. I'm surrounded by zombies. Marvin, do you copy? Marvin! Damn it.
Oh no. Marvin's not responding. That either means he's incapacitated or there's something wrong with our radio signal. Okay, we see 3 zombies on the other side of this locked kind of gate door or fenced door, pretty lattice work fencing on the door. But I can't get through the door, and it doesn't look like they can either. So we don't really need to waste bullets on them. They're just going to keep banging away for eternity if I let them. But we see some wooden boards next to that impassable door that Claire was on the other side of. So we combine those wooden boards. Now we have 3 in our inventory, and we do see a door off of the right of that locked gated door area, and it has a yellow chain on it, but on a trash can and tool box to the right of the door we see a red cutting tool, some kind of bolt cutter. Yeah, a large work tool. Nice. So we can most likely use that on the door and on those chains to get back into the RPD on the first level. So let's grab some bullets that we see on some oil drums that are in this little entryway that we're standing in. It's lit up by a little a motion sensor light or a security light outside this door. Okay, so let's use these cutters on these chains and see what part of the RPD this opens back into. So we enter in. Oh, okay. So this is actually near the Watchman's room where all the blood and corpses are, and where Elliot was torn in half. So we see the Watchman's room to our right. So opening up our map, we are near the Watchman's room. We just came down from what is labeled the fire escape, which is now in blue, that area. So we must have searched everything we could there. But we do see the locked door that we weren't able to get through where the courtyard and Claire were. But the Watchman's rooms to our immediate right, and now we have the east office that had the chain door that we can get into now, so that's great. We already searched everywhere else in this east area that we can get to for now, so let's check on Elliot real quick and the Watchman's room just to make sure things are all good in here. Oh wow, there is a zombie walking around. We forgot about that one. That was the one that busted through the door and kind of flopped over the desk when we were in the Watchman area earlier. So this zombie doesn't appear to be busting through the door, so we're gonna just save going through that for now. Maybe we can shoot it. There's a little opening counter area that opens to the watchman's room, so maybe we can shoot it through there. But we do see past some of these corpses and blood where the zombie fell through the window earlier. So that zombie's probably around here somewhere, so we should be careful. Oh, no, there's actually a zombie that just flopped through that open window and is getting up slowly and making their way towards us eventually. So we pop it in the head once, twice, and it falls backwards, exposing some brain and gore there on its right eye. But then we shoot it while it's on the ground, and now it slowly gets up again. So always check another time. So we shoot it in the head again once, twice, and it flops down again. Do we think it's dead now for good? Let's shoot it once more. And it does not get up. Okay, hopefully it is. So we have 24 bullets and 63 in reserve. So we can shoot everything multiple times. We should be good with that. So let's board open this open window real quick, since we have three sets of boards, and we don't want more zombies flopping through that. Okay, so then we see down past the watchman's office where the floor starts getting wet from that overflowing toilet we saw in the women's restroom, I believe. We already searched that, but we didn't have any plumber tools to stop that, so it's still overflowing, and there's still probably a lot of water accumulating on the floors. But we do see the east office door, and we see it has its chains on there. We gingerly walk past more of these corpses on the ground, and then we look inside the watchman's office, and we see the police officer zombie right inside the door to the watchman's office, and we can actually shoot it from here. It actually saw us and started walking towards us. So now it's fallen down. We're going to walk inside of the watchman's office and go past that zombie real quick and shoot it on the ground once, twice, thrice. It's getting up. Oh, it's grabbed us. We take our combat knife and ram it into the side of its neck, and that stunned it enough for us to shoot it again and grab our knife again. Our knife is now probably halfway durable, so we can probably use it 2 or 3 more times before it breaks. And oh, there's Elliot. Elliot is still very much dead. Only half of Elliot is remaining, the top half. Elliot is still skin color is still that of a normal human corpse, at least. I'm not really sure what a normal human corpse skin color would look like the amount of time that he's been dead, but it's not the bluish tint of the zombies that we have been dealing with. So the zombie's still on the other side of the fire safety door that we pulled Elliot through, and that zombie's the one that ate half of Elliot. So we'll deal with that one eventually someday. Avenge Elliot, our good notebook-giving friend. Alright, let's get out of this watchman office. There was nothing there except that zombie that we took care of, so we won't have to take care of it later. So let's head into this east office, cut the chain, and head in. Alright, a nice little animation of the bolt cutter, chain cutter, just kind of floating in the air and cutting the chain and it dropping off the door. Alright, we walk into the office. We see a zombie just hanging out there, and then we see another one trying to bust through the window. We're going to quick walk over to the window and put up the board so that zombie doesn't come through it, and then we're going to backtrack real quick because the police zombie is reaching out its right arm towards us and heading towards us. We shoot it 3 times in the head. It falls backwards. And we look around real quick on the office. It's just a normal office, a bunch of cluttered desks with lamps and folders, and the ground has a bunch of paper and books and folders on it as well. And near that window that we just boarded up, there is another dead police officer that's slumped on the ground. So we're going to shoot it in the head real quick, and it moved a bit, but I guess it's not going to reanimate. It kind of tricked us into thinking that. Immediately in front of us, we see on one of the desks there is a flash grenade. Wow, that would be useful. It's a hand grenade that creates a large flash of light and a loud sound on detonation. Okay, we might be able to use that to get by some enemies, so we put that in our inventory. We go up to the zombie that's slumped on the side of the wall near the zombie that's banging to get in through the wooden doors that are wooden boards that we put up there, but I don't think it will get through. So there appears to be some more handgun ammo on the zombie that was on the ground. So we have 60 now and one extra. So we're probably going to need to get rid of at least one bullet. Let's do that by shooting this zombie that was going after us earlier. We shoot it, and it is getting up again. It's missing most of its face, but it's still able to come after us. Okay, so it walks towards us. We shoot it again, and it falls towards us onto its face. We shoot it in the head again, and it appears to be down for good. We see another green herb on a little side table. We don't really need that. We're not going to need much healing since we're on the easiest setting here. Yeah, scary enough to have to deal with a bunch of zombies. We don't need them to be more difficult to deal with. Okay, so we're walking through this office. Not much to see. We're just going to look on the desk to see if there's any items that we can get. We can see just some cork boards with different reminders and articles and stuff. Oh, we see some gunpowder, so we picked that up. Always good to have gunpowder. Right, it's a little copying machine that we just walked past. Alright, we're towards kind of that hallway that we initially came underneath that metal curtain that, at the very start of the game that was right inside the entrance of the RPD. We can kind of see out of these little information windows that maybe the public are on that side, and on this side are the police officers. Yeah, so we can probably get to there. Oh, nice. We find a electrical part for that fuse box that will open up that metal grating to get back into the main hall of the RPD. But there's a little room set into this east office, and similar to the one we saw in the west office, and we see actually a round handle. It's a metal handle. I'm thinking that's probably for the steam doorway that we can't get through. That was on the second level in the men's locker room. So we don't have any space in our inventory right now. So let's see what we can do. Oh wow, this is some high-grade gunpowder yellow. We haven't found that yet. So we can combine that with our gunpowder to make shotgun shells, or combine two of these yellow high-grade gunpowder for mag ammo. Oh, nice. Mag. Art Vandalay, I don't know if you're still there, but mag, what does mag stand for again? I know it's a high capacity, but mag. Yeah, we might want to save that to make some mag ammo, but we need to clear up some inventory space, so let's see what we can do. We go back out into the main east office area, and let's head over to... Actually, let's look at our inventory. What can we get rid of? We have a red herb that we could get rid of. We have a wooden board that we could get rid of, because we really need that electrical part in order to open the metal grate. Oh yes, Art Vandalay says, I would guess Magnum. Yes, that's what it is. It's short for Magnum, because that's the gun, a Magnum. Yeah, okay, that would be definitely high-powered and help us out. So let's see, what should we do here? But we really just need inventory space for now, so we're going to actually combine that yellow gunpowder in that little offshoot office. I'm going to go back in there, and we're going to combine that yellow gunpowder with the regular gunpowder and make... should we do that? Yeah, we made 4 shotgun shells, so that's nice. Let's see, let's go to... Let's open up this red door that we remember seeing near the payphones, past the metal curtain that we crawled under to get to this east area. There's there was a chair that had a bunch of files on it that were propped up preventing that door from being open from that side. So now we can get through this door. So we go through the doors, and we're in that kind of flooded hallway where we see the payphones on the side. We actually see a zombie, uh, another kind of overweight zombie near the vending machines that were towards that corner that goes to the press room. But let's quick look at this metal or this fuse box, electrical box. So we need to get that electrical part in there so we can uh, get back into the main hall. So we need to make space. We're going to just drop the red herb. We don't really need healing items that badly. So we discard the red herb. Yeah, we discard it. And then we box running there real quick. And we combine that into the box. The red light turns green and the metal grating starts lifting up into the main hall. Alright, well that has alerted the fat zombie towards us, and it's ambling towards us. It reaches out its left bloody hand to get to us. Oh wow, we let it get too close, it grabbed us. We put the... Oh no, it grabbed us from behind and took a chunk out of our shoulder because we ran by it instead of shooting it like we should have. Okay, here we go. We shoot it in the head once, twice, 3 times. It falls over. So now it appears we do need some healing items. We grab our knife. It only has one more use probably that we can do with it. So we shoot the fat zombie in the head 3 more times to make sure it doesn't get up. So that zombie grabbed us twice. The first time we were able to put our combat knife in its chest, but the second time it bit us on the back right shoulder. We can actually see the bloody chunk out of our right shoulder. That's kind of cool to see, but not great because yeah, that hurt. So we're still in green. On our inventory screen there is a heartbeat monitor on the left side of the screen that shows a kind of a heartbeat rate, and it says fine and it's green. So that bite didn't do much to us, so that's good. So let's grab this this round handle again, just to have that in our inventory from that east office, and let's head back to the main hall. Drop some things in the inventory box. Check on Marvin since he hasn't gotten back to us. Hopefully he's okay. And we can save as well. And then figure out what we're going to do from there. So heading back past the reception desk to the inventory slot, let's actually put the... What should we put in there? Let's put the... Ooh, we can go get the shotgun, and we can hold on to the shells as well. We have this weapons locker key card, so let's not do anything yet. Let's go check on Marvin real quick. So going back towards the goddess statue, where Marvin was seated at the couch. We head up to Marvin. Oh no, Marvin's laying on the couch now. Marvin?
Still alive.
He's still breathing, apparently, although it's very shallow. You can barely see that he's breathing. Oh yes, he is kind of moving his head a little bit, groaning and clutching his midsection. Both his arms are bloody. There's a lot of blood. I don't know if he's going to last much longer. Hold in there. Hold on, Marvin. We have all these healing items, but apparently they only work on us. Sorry. So let's save real quick, and I think I've been streaming for an hour 43. My voice is getting pretty sore, so we're gonna save, and then next time we can go get the shotgun from the safety deposit locker area. We can go through that steam room using the metal circular thing, and Art Vandelay has a little hand emoji waving, so Art Vandelay, I am physically waving my left hand back at you and signing off and hoping you have a good day. And looks like there's another viewer. I don't know if it's a bot or who, but yeah, to my 2 viewers, thank you so much for your participation and for cheering on Leon S. Kennedy in his pursuit of a good first day on the job, which has been hard so far since the zombie apocalypse appears to be occurring, but we're making the most of it. All right. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. And